Hey Team FG community, Johnny Ocnetti here with Carlo Cancino. In today's episode of Ask Team FG, we're going to be taking a look at the government benefits offered in Canada. Remember, if you do enjoy our content, like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We love doing these videos for you. In today's episode of Ask Team FG, we're going to be discussing government benefits. Really, what could you be expecting to receive from the government now that you've been contributing all throughout your working career and it's retirement time. So, Carlo, why don't you get us started?
Thanks, John. Yes, the government benefits that you're expected to receive in retirement. You'd be surprised at how many questions I get about these different benefits that you've been contributing to and what you should be expecting. So let's just lay it all out on the table. CPP, Canada Pension Plan. This is the benefit that you will receive because you've made contributions while you've been an employed individual. If you were self-employed, you'd have to make the contributions for both employer and employee. The amount of contributions that you have to make is based on a range of income that the government comes up with and determines every single year.
And actually, in addition to those original contributions, now in 2024, there's going to be a new threshold. They refer to it as CPP2, which you can learn a little bit more about in our other video.
Thanks for that, John. Yes, that's an additional amount of contributions that you have to make as an employee or employer when income is above the yearly maximum pensionable earnings. Depending on your situation will determine whether or not you take CPP as early as age 60, at 65, or age 70. But there are some disadvantages to taking them early and some premiums or benefits for taking it later. If you decide to take it before age 65, there is a reduction of 0.6% per month prior to your 65th birthday. So if you do take it as soon as you turn age 60, that's 0.6% for 60 months, which is 36%. So essentially, if you take it at age 60, you will have a 36% reduction from the maximum amount of CP benefits that one could receive. Now on the flip side, if you do defer taking your CPP after age 65, you do get a benefit for doing so. And that benefit is a 0.7% increase per month after your 65th birthday up until age 70. So essentially that's 0.7% per month, which is 60 months. That's 42% increase to what the maximum benefit would be at age 65. Now this will be a personal decision that you'll have to make depending on what your income sources are in retirement and what your spouse will be earning.
Sure. It's actually very similar to what you just walked through in terms of the Canada Pension Plan, whereas if you do defer taking old age security, you actually do begin to get a little bit of a benefit as well, just at a different rate. So it's a 0.6% deferral rate for old age security for every month beyond the age of 65, up to a maximum of 36%, like you had mentioned previously. But there's actually no ability to take old age security prior to the age of 65. So that's where things differ a little bit for Canada Pension Plan. If you retire early, you can begin taking Canada Pension Plan early. Unfortunately for old age security, it just begins at age 65. Now for old age security as well, there is going to be a benefit that once you turn the age of 75 in that year, your old age security would actually get a little bit of a boost. It's actually going to be going up about 10% going forward. This was announced actually not too long ago, I believe in 2023, just to provide additional income for seniors.
One thing we should clarify, and one of the main differences between OAS and CPP, is OAS you are not contributing into. It is funded to all Canadians out of general government revenues. And the way that you make yourself eligible is by the number of years that you have residency in the country after your 18th birthday. So you need 40 years after your 18th birthday in the country to be eligible for the maximum amount. If you don't have 40 years, the amount of old age security or OAS that you'll be eligible for is a percentage of your years as a resident divided by the 40. So for instance, if you had 30 years in the country after your 18th birthday, you'd be eligible for 75% of OAS benefits.
Now we know you can be eligible for the Canada Pension Plan as well as old age security when you get into retirement. Well, how much could you be eligible for? Well, as Carlo mentioned before, the Canada Pension Plan does require contributions in. And if you have maximized your contributions in and you receive the maximum Canada Pension Plan at age 65, you could be receiving approximately $1,364 per month from the Canada Pension Plan. Now, if you've also been a Canadian resident for those 40 years and they are getting 100% of your old age security, you could be eligible for $713 as of age 65. Now consider for old age security as well, once you get above the age of 75, your maximum would then be $780 approximately, with the extra 10% boost for the old age security. So that ends up being approximately about $2,000 per month if fully maximized, or about $24,000 per year. If you have two spouses in the household, approximately $50,000 total combined if you're fully maximizing the Canada Pension Plan as well as old age security. So as we know in Canada, $50,000 isn't a lot to live off when we get into retirement, but that's a certain amount of money that you'll be receiving in perpetuity and for as long as you're living, and it's also inflation adjusted. So that does play a really big role in providing income to help pay the bills. But also, if you have investments, it means less have to be drawn out of those investment portfolios. Therefore, more can stay invested and more can continue to grow throughout your retirement.
Thanks for going through those numbers, John. Again, CPP, Canada Pension Plan, is a contributory plan. You actually make contributions out of your pay for that benefit. Old age security is a benefit that you're eligible for living in the country, having a residency. OAS is a benefit that is geared towards lower income Canadians. So if your net income gets up to a certain level, that benefit starts to get clawed back. And that income threshold is $91,000. And the rate that it gets clawed back is 15% for every dollar above that $91,000. So by the time your net income gets up to about $148,000, all of old age security benefits are taken away.
Excellent points there, Carlo, and that really is in a nutshell how the government benefits within Canada work. So let us know if you have any questions regarding CPP and old age security, when you should be taking it, if you should be taking it early or not, or actually even let us know down in the comment section below. Have you begun to take your CPP or old age security, and did you defer, or have you opted to take it early? But otherwise, that's this week's episode of Ask Team FG. Remember to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Until next time, I'm John Iaconetti.
I'm Carlo Cancino.
And this has been
Ask Team FG.